Hello, this is a quick tutorial. I'd like to talk about Viverse, really basic stuff. So first, you go to viverse.com, set up a user account. Then under your profile, you should be able to create words. So here you can see a bunch of words I created. Ideally, you want to start with play canvas and then publish into Viverse. However, as a beginner, you maybe want to just testing the UI of Viverse. So it could be a good idea just create a new word from here and using any of this existing template. Keep in mind, this is not exactly the play canvas workflow. There's no undo in this environment. That's the reason I still kind of prefer using play canvas. But just for the introduction level, you can have some basic experiment about UI. So here, this is the one I created earlier based on the gallery template. So here, if I go in, you can see some objects I have assembled. So I will cover really quick about the process working in this environment. So first thing I do is, let me just pause the video. You can input video files as a URL. So this is from YouTube. You can create inverse 360 sphere where you can create this kind of panorama. If you press V, you can switch to the first person view. And also you can bring 3D objects, animated objects into the environment. This is from a free gallery called Sketchfab. So you can see a spider and a dragon. You can also make animation mute when you input from YouTube. So later I will show you how to do it. As well as you can create 3D objects, upload here, GLB, OBJ. You can also bring Gaussian splatting model in. So here if you double click, you can see this is actually a Gaussian model. It's not based on the mesh. It's a pretty cool way you can visualize the model. So this is also a Gaussian model. And also I'm able to create links to different website. So here if I double click, I can visit a page. The link is embedded with this image. If I click, I can open this as external view. Okay, so that is within the Viverse. Also here I can double click this image. It will give me the link to a different Viverse. So if I click, actually I'm going to a different 3D world. Okay, so it's a totally different. Alright, so I will talk quickly how you do this basic stuff. So first thing you have to, let's do a full screen. So first thing you want to do is go to edit mode. Just keep in mind there is no undo in this environment. So it's very basic. You don't want to do tons of work here because it's a little bit hard to manage. So first thing I want to do is input, right? So at the bottom you have a bunch of options. The first one is add a 3D model from Sketchfab, and here you can definitely search animation. So there is some animated, I don't know, dragons, or 3D characters you can loading in. Okay, if you are not sure about this, you can always click this tiny home button. Then you can actually link to the Sketchfab, and then you can evaluate if this is the one you want. I'm not sure what it is. Yeah, but this is basically the workflow. So if you're really happy with the model, then you can have them loaded into your level. But keep in mind, this could be a little bit expensive, especially if you have animations. So I have this animated dragon. So if you just simply add, it will show up. Okay. So I will do a really simple one. I don't know, maybe. Let me just check this. Yeah, I want to just do some random model here. Okay, so this, I don't know what it is. Looks like a robot creature. Yeah, that looks awesome. So I will add. then the model is loaded in your thing. You definitely want to be careful. Don't want to make too many of them. So once they are in, then you are able to click, right? Select, then can manipulate, for example, the scale. I can make a little bit larger by dragging the controller. You can also click move. I can move this one down. Probably I want to make this kind of on the floor. So you have to, yeah, it's not as easy as modeling program like Rhino. So if I want to put this on the ground, you have to test. Here's pretty good. Maybe a little bit larger, right? So here you can see it's getting large. Good. And then maybe I want to make it more floating in the air. Okay, so you're done. Then you click OK, right? You can also make this object detail visible, viewable. So if you turn on this, then here you can add the descriptions, and you can also make a link, right? So if you want a link to a, for example, my website or different main website or different Viverse, you can definitely do that, right? So click check, you're done. So now I have this new robot here. If I close editing mode, you see this has increased. Eventually this became a little bit slow if you have too many of them, right? So I have this robot kind of floating in the air. Um, yep. So if I click, double click actually, I can actually see this in 3D, and then I can click the link, go to my website. Okay. Yeah, so this is how this project can be expanded easily. So I go back to the editing mode, and here I will show you a few more things. So besides adding 3D model, you can also upload your own model, or you can use AI to generate a model, right? So you can explore the market, generate with AI. So check out by yourself. You can also do just simply upload existing model. So here upload, you can do JPEG, PDF, MP4, GLB is a 3D version, PLY is Gaussian. That's how I got this tower, Zaha tower, Alpha tower here. So here if I add, for example, I just want to add an image, right? So maybe I want to add an image like, I don't know, this one. Then I click open, you have this image. Then you add, so the image will kind of float in here. And then you can double click the image to move around, right? You can click rotate, move, you can, scale. Eventually, I think you want to put this on the wall, right? So I will leave this to you. Put it on the wall is actually a little bit tricky. So you have to find the correct orientation. If you move, when you double click, you are kind of holding this. Then you can release. Then you can rotate, right? And then you do a scale. This is universal scale, so it could be pretty handy. Then you push it again against the wall. I think that's pretty good. Then I will add a picture frame. You can also add, make these objects with detail, with a link, but I'm not worried about this, so I think I'm pretty happy with it. So this one is on the wall, right? So the same approach, you can add, MP4, MP3 is a video, is audio format. Yeah, play with it. And the last one, not least, is a link. In the link, you can copy a YouTube link. So for example, you have existing video posted on YouTube, you can just add it right here. Very simple. And then you click this button, it's automatically loaded. Okay, so that's exactly the same thing I did for this video. Right, so this is the URL posted from YouTube. I will probably make this one mute. I don't want the sound play. So yeah, it will just show up as a picture. Then you put it on the wall. Okay. So now if I close the editing mode, I should be able to just see all the things I have added. Right, this picture, 3D objects, as well as animated objects you can add. Just keep in mind some objects would be quite expensive, so if you don't need them, you probably want to delete. And also because the video is mute, right? I'm able to, you know, reactivate the audio if needed. So here, right? Oh, this one don't really have audio. That's all right. Okay, I think that's it about the whole process of Viverse. Yeah, the last one, not the least, is when you publish the model, you have different options. So, for example, you can make the model as private, as unlisted. You can make it public. Passcode, you can set it up. Number of users per level, you can, dictate these values. All right, I hope this will be helpful for you to getting started. Again, this is just a basic stuff for Viverse. In the future, I definitely recommend you using um, Play Canvas to assemble your word. So here you can see you can still do the video. See, I have multiple videos. Yeah, so this video will, yeah, this one is also added. So the whole word is added in Play Canvas, and then I bring this in to Viverse. The only thing I did in Viverse, let's go to editing mode, is to adding some videos. I think that's it. For the video, I think I will actually mute the audio. Yeah, I think that will be good. For this same thing, I'm gonna mute this audio, and also maybe I wanna have a way to go back to my gallery level, right? So if that's the case, you can set up object. So when you click, you go back to the gallery. So that can be done. So maybe I don't know. You can really add this link in YouTube because it's already a link. But definitely you can link to object. So maybe I will just using this object as a link. Oh no, because this object is created in Play Canvas. Yeah, you cannot really edit this object. The only object you can edit is objects you added in Viverse, not in Play Canvas. Okay, but you already know the rule. You can just simply upload, right? And here you can add an image. I don't know, maybe this image. I want to go back to my gallery. I think that's fun. So click open, click add, and here I will put this picture on some wall. So double click, you can drag the image. I think I can still walk. Can I? No. Yeah. Again, there's no undo in this interface, so you want to be a little bit careful. Um, yeah, I think that's the reason I don't like editing the word directly in Viverse, but that's okay. I just want to show you. So here I will put this picture, move the picture, right? For the three-dimensional word, you have to estimate. Maybe I want this be a really large one. I want to push this against the wall. So I will do is to select the arrowhead. Yeah, it's a little bit tricky to select because arrowhead is invisible in this. Yeah, here we go, the blue one. So you want to actually push this all the way against the wall, right? So now I know it's in the correct location. Then I will actually move it. I think I can double click. Yeah, if you double click, you can actually move the objects. Yep. So here we go. Now if I move, it's actually go with me. So I will put it right here. That looks pretty good to me. Yeah, although it's floating a little bit, that's okay. So I will add a picture frame, right? So this is the picture. Then I will say make these objects detail visible. I will say portal to gallery, and I need a URL, right? So the URL you want to use is the one you can go back uh, to the initial uh, to the initial gallery. Uh, so the way you can get the link. Actually, I don't want to close this window. I think I saved the link somewhere. This is temple. Yeah, this is a gallery, right? Okay, so I will just copy paste this link. This link is going back to the tiny gallery. So here I'm gonna paste the link. I'll say back to gallery Viverse, right? Click yes. That's it. So now, if I close the editing mode, right? So now in this mode, I should be able to. Where is the? Yeah, it's right there. So here I'm gonna run into it, right? And then here, if I double click actually, then I can see the link back to the gallery Viverse. If I click, I can go there. Okay. Yeah. So this is the entire process how to set it up from scratch. All right.